Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to fix the Black Adam movie. So, like I said before in my review, it was a pretty good movie. Like, at first it was just kind of like, whatever, okay, but then it got pretty good, but it's not a masterpiece and everything. Basically, it just copying and paste so many other different movies and this and that. And so, with that, and with it being like so copy-paste, the Rock's weird, like bland, like stiff, monotone, like acting, which is weird because he normally brings charisma. Like he's not the best actor in the world, and you know how I feel about his acting, but it was just so stiff and monotone and just bizarre, and it was just kind of like I don't understand it. So this is how I think the movie should have been, and let's fix it, shall we? First things first. Take out the humor. Take the humor completely out. If you're gonna have humor, then let it be adult, mature humor, kind of like when Hawkman was just kind of like you and me, you and me. When this is over, you and me. Like that was funny. Everything else was just Disney baby humor. Second thing I would do, I would tell The Rock, be quiet. Don't hype this movie up the way he did for a full year. Don't ruin no cameos, because those are supposed to be like shockers and be like, oh my god, like you know what I'm saying? I would tell him just literally, no, just be quiet and everything. Like you're gonna ruin the movie. Don't talk about the hierarchy of power and how it's gonna change. Don't talk about how Black Adam is the new hero, the new face of DC, heroes on red case, all this blah 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 blah. Don't piss off the fan base and everything. Second, don't try to have your cake and eat it too. Don't try to appeal to moviegoers. Don't try to appeal to DC fans. Don't try to appeal to the Snyder fans. Just appeal to don't try to like have your cake and eat it too and make everybody happy. Find a vision and make your movie. Adapt it and everything. You don't have to take from a comic book source. You can just adapt straight up or, whatever and everything. Because when the whole trailer popped out and Superman wasn't, no, not Superman, when they showed like the Whedon cut with the red sky, fans got pissed. So what did he do? He changed it. Well, you know what? When Superman wasn't wearing that black suit, the Snyder fans got pissed. And so, they realized what was going on. You used them just to make them happy to go see like the movies and stuff. And that didn't work. Pick your vision and just go with it. Now, the JSA, take them completely out. They have no business being in this movie. They're only in this movie because of Jeff Jones. He has to insert his little toes into every little DC project he's in, and it normally ends up bombing, flopping, or being mediocre. I don't know what number I'm on, but kick Jeff Jones out, period. That whole Ray Fisher thing was jacked up. He is the only person who did not get punished for that whole Justice League fiasco and everything. People was getting fired left and right, but he still has a job and nobody understands how. And he is somebody who constantly ruins movies. Green Lantern, Wonder Woman 84, and now Black Adam. And so now take out Superman. No Superman cameo. Don't need to hype that up because look, he ain't even Superman no more. And so what they should have done in this entirety of the movie is this. Focus this movie solely on Black Adam, period, and the Black family. Who is the Black family, you're asking? Well, the movie didn't want to go into that territory because The Rock doesn't want to be outshined. Who is the Black family? Adriana and Amon, the mother and her son. And so let's see. Amon in the comics is Captain Marvel Jr. or something like that. But he's part of the Black family. And Adriana, whose name I'm not going to say because of reasons. And so focus solely on them. Started off back 5,000 years ago and crap, I just forgot the name of that fictional country. Crap. Anyway, whatever that fictional country is called. And just focus on that. And so since the whole like DCEU is based off of the New 52 comics, all right, fine, go with that. Why not? And so like make it straight up from the beginning so we know for a fact that Teth-Adam's son is the real Black Adam and everything. He is the real chosen one. The wizards chose him. And say Teth-Adam's kind of like, hey son, don't you kind of want to, I don't know, execute your like prisoners and everything, and execute these people who's trying conduct, that's it, trying to attack conduct and everything. And had the son be all like, no, that's not the right thing to do. And, there needs to be like a trial and imprisonment and justice and all this other stuff. And Teth-Adam, make him a straight up villain. Don't make him an anti-hero, and don't do what The Rock does, trying to make him into a hero in the new face of DC. Make him that sinister man who just wants power. So he organizes. Well, he waits for the perfect opportunity. He waits till conduct get attacked again. Then he allows himself to get injured. His son is devastated, doesn't want his dad to die, and so he transfers his powers into Teth-Adam. Then Teth-Adam pulls a twist, a good old R.L. Stein twist, and murders his son in cold blood and everything, because he feels, even though he loves his son ain't got what it takes to defend his people. And his son doesn't realize he has the powers of a god, and therefore he should be a god ruling amongst the peasants. So he takes over and he takes out the bad guys and he dictates over conduct and everything. The wizards are like, we ain't having this. And so they imprison him for 5,000 years. Now going to the present day. The JSA has not been established yet. The Justice League is still around, but they don't do anything for conduct. They only help out like America, and that pisses off the people of conduct. Adriana's kind of like, yo, we need a hero too. And so her and her son, they go looking for Black Adam. And so like they awaken him. And so, she's like, telling him like, like she worships him and everything. She loves him. She loves like the ground in which he walks on, and he loves it because it's hero worship and it's godlike worship and everything. So he allows it. Her son is being tricked by his mother. It turns out that Teth-Adam falls in love with her and transfers some of his power into her, making her like, who she's supposed to be in the comics. And then they just go on this huge like God ruling like spree and everything, kind of like Zeus and Hera. And so all the people are being oppressed, kind of like and worship the gods. Those two kind of like in the Hercules and Xena show. Well, Amon's kind of like, yo, this ain't cool, this ain't right, and blah 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 and blah 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 blah. And so like, and he tries to get the people to rise up and everything, and trying to stop Black Adam. But then Black Adam say he wounds or kills whatever Amon. This now makes Adriana snap out of it. And so she transfers her powers into that of her son, making him Captain Marvel Jr. And so like Teth or Black Adam, whatever, is kind of like, yo, woman, you're supposed to be my woman. Like, why you going back to your son and all this other stuff? The Rock says. And then next thing you know, like, he goes to probably like try to kill like Adriana, but then of course her son stops him. They have this huge battle, just beating the snot out of each other and everything. And he's trying his best, but he's new at these powers and it's getting kind of hard, but he's getting his butt whooped and everything. And so the whole town is getting decimated, similar to that of like Man of Steel, when Zod and Superman were just going at it, just busting everything up. And so like, I don't know, say like, he's just trying his best and everything. And it's towards the end of the movie. And so like, he's holding his own, but Captain Marvel Jr. just ain't enough and everything. And so like, then Black Adam, he threatens to kill Adriana. Be like, look, man, if you don't depower yourself, I will snap her neck and everything. And it'll be similar to that of like Superman and Captain Marvel versus what was that movie called? Shazam Superman versus Black Adam, something like that, the animated movie. And then so he depowers himself. And then what's his name? I don't know. Maybe he can kill Adriana, or maybe he can just throw her very, very, very far and she starts flying. And so then he goes over to, like, you know, Amon before he's about to save Shazam. And then he's all like, ha, you gave up the power for nothing and everything. And I'm about to show you what a real god, like, you know, steps on like an ant. And then in comes the man himself, the one fans who have been wanting to see take on Black Adam for the longest time. In comes Shazam, Captain Marvel, and his arms is Adriana because he saved her. And then he can do that whole cameo thing at the end. He's all like, Black Adam, I heard you didn't want nothing to do with me. And then they just charge towards each other really fast. And before they're about to connect, the credits roll and everything. That is how it should have been. It should just focus on him showing why he is one of the baddest villains in DC history. Sure, he's a little D-list a little bit, but he is still a bad dude, and he is supposed to revolve around that of Captain Marvel, aka Shazam, and everything. Now, as for the casting of Black Adam, I don't really like The Rock's acting. But I'll get pity on him if he wants to keep the role, fine. Everything. Just make him actually act and stuff like that. And that is how that movie should have just went from start to finish and everything. It shouldn't have been Black Adam because he wasn't even so much like an anti-hero vigilante. He was like just a hero who just didn't care and just wanted to be by himself and just went around murdering people and kind of like, you know, all this other crap. Because it's kind of like, think about it, Wonder Woman killed people in her movies and stuff, and she's still considered a hero. And so he was never really so much an anti-hero, and he was only a vigilante in that movie in like the beginning when he wanted to avenge his son. But other than that, you know, they see how bad he is, and then this could then bring in like other heroes like the Justice League or Justice Society, Suicide Squad, whatever, to take him down because he's so big and bad. That would have been so much better. It would have been twists, it would have been turns, it would have had him as a true villain and everything, which is what he is supposed to be. Now, my actual Black Adam review will go up later today towards the night, because I have other stuff to post right now and I got things to do. And so I just wanted to get this out real fast before I put out, like, you know, like the Black Adam one and stuff. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.